started.
Yermo fan. Well, I like Yermo too. Yermo Linsky. He's a commentator on ICC. Okay, let's try d4. I played e4 last time. And c4. So we get a Budapest gambit. So I usually defend it with a knight first. Force white to play a few. Black has to play a few moves to get the pawn back. It's important to block this diagonal so you don't get clobbered here on f7, f2. When you're white, this is f2. Okay. Let's see. He's going to win that pawn, and there's no way to stop it. I guess just keep developing. Yes, the Budapest gambit is one of those gambits. It's not supposed to be too great, but it's not it's not a gambit where black risks a whole lot either. He gets the pawn back in most lines. And there are a few tricky lines where he can win quickly, which is why I play this kind of simple way. Just developing my pieces and letting him take the pawn back. Then I have to decide what to do about the c-pawn here. Maybe, and his bishop. Maybe I want to play a3 and b4 to harass the bishop and gain space. Okay, and he stops that. He could have also played bishop e6 to put pressure on the c-pawn, and I would have been forced to play b3. Let's continue to threaten to play b4 here. Yeah, there you go. So that perhaps is a good enough response there. Bishop e6. And I have knight to... well, that's a bit interesting. So the queen is hitting here on f2 as well. If the knight comes here or here, I can take it. Bishop takes, I take back. And I don't see it as a direct threat here. I think knight to d5 is an interesting idea. He can take it, of course. I could take back with the queen. And if he doesn't take it, maybe I can get my knight to f4. Or maybe I could take on c7 here. So he doesn't take it. He just kicks it. So knight to f4. And he'll have to move the bishop if he doesn't want to trade. Maybe he wants to trade the bishop, though, and open up this line onto... well, I'm going to play that anyway. I can always decide not to take and play knight to... knight d3. Because I don't know if I want to open the f-file here. Might be a bit risky. I think he's got the idea of playing the move a4 at any time, undermining the c-pawn. Always hitting the rook. So he decides to save the bishop. So maybe I lift the rook. But then that leaves the a-pawn hanging. So I guess if I go here with the knight, then it's kind of pinned. If I go here with the bishop, though, he can take it. I take back with the knight, and the knight is once again pinned. Funny. So we'll start by unpinning, I guess. Then maybe I'll play knight to d3 here. got a lot of active pieces. I just want to trade some of them off. So now he's hitting G2. I can play F3, hitting his bishop. Is there a sacrifice? Knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. No sacrifices. Doesn't appear to be good. But if he just retreats the bishop, where can the bishop go? Nowhere along here. Can go back to here or here. Probably to F5. So F3, bishop F5, E4. Oh no, I can't play that because this is pinned. I don't like that because it leaves this E pawn weak. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to trade off one of his pieces here. And the G2 pawn is now exposed. He could attack it with the
server
queen, I guess.
Announcement.
Maybe force a pawn weakness if he plays queen to G5, for example, threatening checkmate. Well, then I could play F3, I suppose. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. Still seems good. Okay, so he's thinking about it. Let's see. What else besides queen G4? Oh, there it goes, queen G4. So should I play F3? He could also just take the knight. Queen takes, and I'm left with a weakness here. If I take the knight, I get mated. Or if I play G3. Then I don't get mated, but it weakens this diagonal here. I guess of these choices, I prefer F3. None of them are particularly good. I guess I'm probably losing this pawn here. Bishop takes, queen takes, king here. Then he can take the knight. So maybe bishop takes, and I have to move the king because I don't want the queen coming in here. It lends another attacker to the knight. You see, the knight's only got two defenders, and there are already two pieces attacking it. Okay, if we go this way, still if bishop takes, I need to move the king out of the way instead of taking. Knight takes, then queen here defends the pawn. Wonder if there's some weird tactic like bishop takes, king
Check.
here. No, okay, I just have to move away. I have to just give up that pawn. Because queen takes with check would cost me a piece. Okay, so I'm down a pawn, but he's got a weakness here. And he goes to defend it and attack my weakness. Yeah, very logical play from Yermofan. Can I play B4 here? Pawn takes, queen takes. Maybe not. Let's see, is there another active move I can play? Don't see it. I gotta defend the pawn, I guess. Okay, well now maybe I can threaten to take on D6. See if he defends. He attacks my queen. Oh, he's going to grab this pawn. So queen, D6, Queen takes, rook takes here. Okay, pawn b5. Pawn takes, pawn takes. None of it's looking too great. I guess I need to grab this pawn, or I have nothing to show for my efforts. But he's going to leave me with a bunch of weak pawns here. Just queen takes, and then rook takes on b3. Defending his b7 pawn. Well, I double rooks and threaten checkmate. I guess that's a strategy.
Check.
Oh, I forgot about that one. This is always... that's a nice tactic. You have to take it because the king is getting mated, so I'll resign here.
White resigns.
But I will upload this game.
Incoming challenge.
And I will upload this game and do a postmortem as usual. See you guys later. Bye.